So what this signifies to me is distraction. I think that everything we're caught up in now with the things happening in here in the United States with our Dumdani as president are very much a distraction. And I believe that this man is working very hard to influence the entire world, the entire earth. Now, when I first saw this cup and this part right here, I thought, am I going to be irresponsible if I say what I see here? But please bear with me. Okay, I'm going to say the first few words of this, but please bear with me. Let me explain. So what I see here is a missile. A missile being launched or threatened to be launched. Now, I don't see it in the air, so it's not like it's in the air yet, but it seems to be on firm grounded, but it's a threat, some sort of threat. And now, for the missile to be launched, it would have to cross water. Now, in person, the cup, you could see better, the water better, but this is water. You see how there's nothing up here? And then here is a very light film. That's water. So I'm going to say it would have to cross, this is such a large space, it would have to cross some sort of sea or ocean. I'm going to say either one, I don't know.
Правительство требует от нас решительных и незамедлительных действий. Народные республики Донбасса обратились к России с просьбой о помощи. В связи с этим
and there will be, in the land that Putin has been or will be threatening with a missile, there is someone that has passed here, a dead person. And in this land there are white people. So it's not China, it's not Korea, it's not a country in Africa, it's not India. He's going to threaten a country where there are white people. And the leader of the country is a woman. There's going to be a big problem between Putin and a woman.
Good morning. Early this morning, Russian troops invaded Ukraine, a free and sovereign country. And once again, in the center of Europe, innocent women, men and children are dying of fear for their lives. We condemn this barbaric attack and the cynical arguments to justify it. It is President Putin who is bringing war back to Europe. And in these dark hours, the European Union and its people stand by Ukraine and its people. We are facing an unprecedented act of aggression by the Russian leadership against a sovereign, independent country. Russia's target is not only Donbas. The target is not only Ukraine. The target is the stability in Europe and the whole of the international peace order. And we will hold President Putin accountable for that. Later today, we will present a package of massive and targeted sanctions to European leaders for approval. With this package, we will target strategic sectors of the Russian economy by blocking their access to technologies and markets that are key for Russia. We will weaken Russia's economic base and its capacity to modernize. And in addition, we will freeze Russian assets in the European Union and stop the access of Russian banks to European financial markets. Like with the first package of sanctions, we are closely aligned with our partners and allies, the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, but also, for example, Japan and Australia. These sanctions are designed to take a heavy toll on the Kremlin's interests and their ability to finance war.
Here I see tanks, or if not tanks, trucks, military trucks. And a problem in a country of white folks, light-skinned folks, maybe Europe, I don't know, Sweden maybe. I obviously this is just conjecture on the country, because it doesn't say Sweden, it doesn't say Germany, it doesn't say, but all I know is that the country is of Caucasian country, and that the person that rules it, or the main person, the prime minister or the president or the queen, is a woman. And I don't think it's England, because it seems like a younger woman than Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth is an elderly lady. This is not a young woman, but it's younger than Queen Elizabeth. She's younger than her. Again, here is the woman with whom he has the beef with. And this is a married woman. With light clothes underneath and dark clothes above, like some sort of military suit. And there he is looking over these missiles here, from this terrain and that terrain. He's very distraught by this, extremely distraught. So I guess he was hoping that they could de-escalate the issue there, but it seems like instead of that, they're getting ready. And here is Zelensky. Now, I saw an interview with Amanpour, and she said that he walked from his home, or he came alone from his home unescorted. He's the president of a country that's being threatened, and he's walking around unescorted. I think he is trying to show the people that he's not afraid, but that's not very wise. I think this is why his wife is here. Like I mentioned last night, his wife is hugging him. She's begging him, probably. She's scared for him to take some sort of security measures, not to do that. And there might be some threats. They might have to find refuge somewhere.
To lose Aaron McLaughlin. So this is that our sources are indicating that President Zelensky has been given, options. They've discussed plans with him to leave Kyiv in the event of an invasion, to go towards Lviv, where the American consulate is now, where other allied embassies are. So that would indicate that they also have a game plan for the safety of President Zelensky. And he has his own options as to what he does.
According to our information, The enemy has marked me as target number 1. My family is target number 2. They want to destroy Ukraine politically by destroying the head of state. Everyone is afraid, does not answer. And we are not afraid. We are not afraid of anything.
And I see some casualties here. And here is that same gentleman, the one here, the stocky fellow that's worried. He's the same guy here. And he has a tear there. You can see he's on some sort of vehicle here, so he must have traveled. And here's the missile that I mentioned. There's a missile in the air.
Ukraine says its capital has suffered, quote, horrific rocket strikes overnight. Russian troops are moving closer to Kiev on the second full day of this attack. It has been a night of unrest for thousands of Ukrainians as missiles struck the city.
Joe Biden for this week. For this week. Okay. Okay. So, something new regarding money coming up in the market. There's going to be ups and downs in the market this week. Hopefully it's not too bad. I don't think it'll be too bad. And I think it has to do, obviously, that, well, you see when that kind of thing happens, I'm like, oh, that just common sense of the things going on in Europe.
A strong end to a wild week on Wall Street Friday, but with the stock market on a roller coaster ride over the past few weeks, investors might be wondering what to do to protect their nest eggs, IRAs, or 401ks. Team 12.
Joe is upset. He's angry and grumpy as heck. I would not want to shake his hand this week. He looks like the old guy that shakes their hand really hard if he's mad and doesn't realize it. And then again, the bickering and bantering. But us not in war, just bickering and bantering. So that's good. I think some sort of treaty, again, that they might have, that maybe Russia had proposed, or Putin, I should say, had proposed, and Biden proposed another one back, or the NATO proposed another one back, will not go through. More heartbreak, maybe in the middle of the week. So I think probably Joe will be meeting with, I don't know if it's a foreign, maybe it is a foreign person. Well, maybe, yeah, somebody just said maybe the generals could be. Yeah, maybe the generals were away and they're coming back with information. Ah, that makes sense. Secrets, intelligence that they've learned. They're going to have to get organized. Now, I don't like this magician upside down. Well, we might be hearing something about COVID in the news. All in all, it doesn't look terrible, but it's not going to be a sweet week. Let me see if I do this. It's not going to be the week from hell, but it's going to be just one of those, you know. It's not terrible, though. So, you know, the moon with the thing going on over there, but I don't see death. I see COVID upside down in a weaker way. That's going to make some news, something.
News on COVID and the pandemic tonight. The FDA is now looking at the possibility of authorizing a fourth dose of vaccine, another booster, after one study showed that the third shot, that booster offered 91% protection against hospitalization, very effective, but also that it falls to about 78% after 4 to 5 months. So how to keep the progress after this Omicron wave is over. Here's Trevor Ault tonight.
Tonight, growing signs another COVID booster shot may be on the horizon later this year.
1, 2, 3.
The FDA's vaccine chief, Dr. Peter Marks, telling the New York Times the best strategy may be to pair the next booster with the influenza vaccine next fall and get as many people as possible boosted then.
People are going to be rolling their eyes one side and the other side's going to take it seriously, that sort of thing. And I think we will have intelligence coming in, helpful intelligence coming in about the crisis going on now in Europe. And that's it. That's the reading.